how do I grade silent reading? Teaching the life skill of reading silently for pleasure and understanding requires an emphasis on silent reading. And although silent reading seems difficult to observe, we have designed a formal evaluation tool to help you assess your student's silent reading comprehension, his progress throughout the year. Each evaluation uses several levels of comprehension questions, including higher level thinking skills. And the silent reading evaluations have been designed to give you a concrete tool to observe this process. So give your student his copy of the evaluation. He's not seen this text before, but it is written on grade level, and you should read aloud the purpose for reading so that he has a question in his mind. Each story may include new vocabulary that can be understood from the text. However, if your student stumbles over a word while reading silently or asks for the word, please tell him the word. Don't ask him to sound it out when comprehension is the focus. Give him the word immediately to help keep his comprehension flowing. Have him point to the word when he needs help. When your student is finished reading silently, allow him time to respond to the story. Did he like it? Yes or no? Why? Why not? His answer involves a personal response and it is an important part of the process, so don't skip this. Responding to what he read in a visual way will solidify and clarify what he understood about the selected passage before the discussion time. After your student has finished reading silently, refer to your copy of the evaluation and ask each of the comprehension questions in a conversational way. These should not sound like a quiz, and they might even lead to a brief discussion about the story. Your student's answers will be based on what he has just read independently, and allow him to go back and scan the text for answers to the questions if needed. So as your discussion continues, work the evaluation questions into your conversation. Listen as your student answers each question and make positive comments about his answers. Your engagement helps to build trust and confidence. And your student should be familiar with this question-answer format because the reading video lessons follow this pattern in every story. The different types of questions have a range of values, with critical thinking questions valued at 4 points each. If he answers fully, give him the full value of the suggested possible points. If he answers partially, give him a partial value. His answers may vary slightly from the stated answer, and some variation is acceptable as long as that basic information is given in his answer. The first silent reading evaluation is a practice to help you and your student become familiar with this conversational type of questioning and evaluation. And a total of 10 silent reading evaluations are available for you to administer throughout the year if you choose to use them. Or you may prefer to use a different tool to measure your student's silent reading progress throughout this really developmental year. You may also wish to casually observe your student's informal or recreational reading. When your student reads new or unfamiliar text, watch for development in these areas. Does your reader have the ability to judge what he knows and does not know? Does your reader know when a word did not make sense? Does he self-correct? Does your reader know when to ignore and read on, or when to form a prediction? When to reread the current sentence? When to go back and reread the previous context? Does your reader process information on several levels of thinking, especially the more difficult types of questions? Now, you may not wish to grade reading yet, but these tools will help assess your student's progress when you feel he's ready.